BBC Three Counties Radio.
Now, the other big news in the sporting world is the fact that Nathan Jones has been reappointed as the new Luton Town manager. The move comes just 16 months after he left to join Stoke City, when Luton were second in League One and on a 13-game unbeaten run. Chief Executive Gary Sweet has justified the appointment of Nathan Jones.
We're going through such unpredictable times, and we need prediction. We need to know what we're doing. With 9 games to go and us being in the relegation spot, we need somebody to take us out of that situation. We need a manager who can hit that ground sprinting. So welcome back to Nathan. 1 week of madness shouldn't detract from those 3 fantastic years that Nathan gave us before. And we've got a marvellous opportunity to put this club back on track with Nathan at the helm. And for the sake of the club, really all I'm asking is for you and supporters just to get behind the club for the next 9 games, whatever your views are.
Well, listening to that is the chairman of the Luton Town Supporters Trust and friend of the show, Tony Murray. Good morning to you, Tony.
Good morning, Andy.
Mate,
what a bit regular this, isn't it?
It is, mate, it is. First of all, what do you make of all this then? Nathan Jones returning?
Well, it certainly was a surprise. I think I've said in the past that my own personal view is that I wouldn't particularly like it. I was surprised by it, but having talked to some players in the past, I know that he can motivate them. He is a good manager and can motivate them. So I'm hoping it will work out for the best.
If he keeps Luton up, everything will be forgiven, won't it? It'll be, oh, Nathan, good to have you back, mate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's certainly a good opportunity for him to look for some sort of redemption with the supporters. And the fact that it looks increasingly likely that these 9 remaining games are going to be played behind closed doors, so there's going to be no supporters at games. So I think it'll ease him back into it that way, and hopefully by the time that supporters are allowed back at games, he'll have done the job and kept us up so that he's taken the chance to become a hero.
Has it helped that he's been really OTT on saying sorry?
I think he's got to. He's got a difficult job as it is to come back in and be fully accepted by some supporters. I mean, it's not all supporters, Andy. I mean, there's a lot of them that have welcomed him back with open arms, but it is a difficult job for him. And I think in these times, we need all to pull together and get behind the football club. I mean, we're extremely lucky in the owners we've got with 2020 that they care about the club. They're all Luton Town fans, and they've pulled us around over 10 years from what was a pretty dire situation. So they have got the long-term future of the club at heart. So on this, I think supporters have got to trust them.
The one thing he hasn't got many games left, has he? And there's not long time to work with what he's got, but he knows those players, he knows the club, and that's got to obviously play into his hands a little bit, hasn't it?
Yeah, correct. I mean, the squad that we've got are, basically players that he knew, a lot of them that he brought in with 1 or 2 additions brought in by Graham Jones. So he'll already know what they're capable of, what they can do, and hopefully he can continue the good form that we were starting to show before the epidemic kicked in.
Tony, when we are allowed to all go and watch football again, and you're there, do you think he'll do the usual, pumping the chest at the end of a game? Like he was famous for that, wasn't he? After do you think he'll be a bit more low key now?
That remains to be seen. Certainly at when he did it before, supporters loved it. But
yeah, they did. Yeah.
Yeah, I think now if he eventually maybe yes, if things work out for him, but straight away no, because I think it would just come across as false.
Well, listen, mate, as always, lovely talking to you. Who knows? He could be the man to keep you in the Championship, you know?
Yep, I hope so, Andy. You know, that's what we all want at the end, and we all want the best for our football clubs. And it's just such a strange situation that's up in the air. I mean, it's a good opportunity for football to change and to come back into the real world, and for the whole game to start pulling together. And I think that's basically what all fans want, mate.
As always, go on.
Yeah, I was going to say, mate, that I know a guy who renewed his Watford season ticket yesterday, and when he rang up, the girl on the other end of the phone said to him, "Look, to avoid any embarrassment, we'll put it down as your subscription to Babe Station."
Love you. Cheers, Tony. Thanks, pal. Thanks,
Cheers,
mate.
take care, Andy. All the best, mate.
It's always got to have a little dig at the Watford fans at the end of man. So that was Tony Murray there, who's the chairman of the Luton Town Supporters Trust.
Is
Right.
Babe Station still a thing?
Yeah.
Answered that a bit too quickly,
I
Andy.
answered that a bit too quickly. I don't know. I'll find out for you.
Wow. Sorry, mate. I just opened you up to that, didn't I?